Hello, my name is Jose Miranda Velasquez. This video is for BSN 366. This is going to be my remediation video of the central line dressing, of the central line dressing of the procedure in itself. I was asked by the evaluator to begin with my mask on. At this point, my patient has their mask on. The old dressing has been removed. I've already palpated and visualized. What I am looking to do from here is perform hand hygiene and then proceed with the procedure. I'm in my Nightingale scrubs. You can see my badge. I have nothing on my hands. And again, I am starting at the portion where the evaluator has asked me to begin. Okay? And again, my kits have already been open due to me practicing. So I will move my hand sanitizer out of the way a little bit so you can see me on the camera. Alright, so I perform hand hygiene. I am going to open my kit nice and soft and gentle. This has already been open due to me practicing. I'm going to discard my lid, my garbage can. I'm going to come to my gloves, and I'm going to don them off to the side. I don't want to reach up and over and across my kit. I don't want to contaminate it. So I will open my kit, pull my sterile gloves out, discard the wrapper. I want to open these up as best and gentle and soft and delicately as I can, utilizing my 1-inch margin. I will want to set myself up for success. I don't want to contaminate. This has to be as sterile as possible. I want to make sure I stay within the mask, the frame of the camera here. So I will use my dominant hand to don my non-dominant hand portion of the glove. So here we go. Then I'm going to scoop. And then I will make an adjustment and fix my sterile glove over here. Scooping as well. All right, I am sterile. I will remove my stuff out of the way. At this point, I am going to reach into my kit. I am going to grab my gauze. I'm going to utilize this gauze to pick up my tubing. I'm going to take my chlorhexidine and I'm going to crack it. This one has already been cracked. And what I want to make sure is that the solution in it, or at least the chlorhexidine, saturates the entirety of my sponge. If I'm going to clean with chlorhexidine, I need to go in a friction back and forth motion. If I'm using alcohol, I need to start in a circular motion at the beginning or at the end center and then work my way outward. Each method that I utilize, I have to scrub for 30 seconds. Okay? So since I'm using chlorhexidine, I'm going to utilize a friction back and forth motion. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay? From there, what I'm going to do is clean my tubing. I want to start at the insertion site and work my way outward. I don't want to run the risk of dislodging that catheter. So I need to clean very gently, but I do need to disinfect it. So I'm going to scrub and clean the catheter itself. Once the catheter is clean, then I can place it down and discard these. That is my garbage can. At this portion, I need to let it air dry. I do not want to blow on it. I don't want to fan it. I run the risk of contaminating this entire thing if I were to sit here and blow on it or fan it. So I'm at the portion where I have already cleaned the site. I want to make sure that I have cleaned the width and the length of the dressing. That is something very important that I want to bring up and mention. The width and the length of the dressing is a portion that I need to scrub and clean and disinfect. Once that has already been cleaned and disinfected, then from there I will go ahead and clean the tubing. And again, it is done for 30 seconds. Doesn't matter if I use chlorhexidine or alcohol. Obviously, the scrubbing method does change, but at this portion, it's the same length of the 30 seconds of the cleaning. Okay? From here, I will go ahead and take my Tigerderm. I will peel back the back of it. I will place that to the side. I don't want to reach and contaminate. I am going to then place this over the catheter and this insertion side. I want to minimize the bubbles. I want to minimize the wrinkling on the Tigerderm. And I want to get it on as best as possible without any contamination, any wrinkling in the Tigerderm itself. Once the Tigerderm is on and we have secured the catheter, what I'm going to do then is peel back and I want to make sure this is on nice and flush to the skin. Again, I want to minimize the wrinkling. I want to minimize the bubbles. From here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pen, which got stuck under here. From here, I'm going to take my label, and I need to label when this dressing was changed. So I'm going to put either my name or the initials. I'm going to do the time and the date of the of when this change was done on the dressing in itself. Okay, so again, either my preferably initials, because this portion is not very big, so we would want to do the our initials, the initial date, and then the time of the dressing change in itself. Okay, so I'm going to put my initials down. I'm going to put the date, which is today's date, and then I'm going to put today the current time, which, if I remember correctly, it was 21:20. I do want to point out that this needs to be written on the side. I don't want to put this on and then write it on while it's on the patient. I run the risk of the pen perforating this portion and then poking my patient. So once that is written on, I will peel the back off. Okay, and then I will place this on the edge of the dressing. And again, it has my initials, it has my time, and then it has the date that all of this was done in itself. From here, what I am going to do is I am going to discard all of my supplies. I am going to remove my gloves, I am going to remove my mask, and perform hand hygiene. So what I'm going to do is I will go ahead and take all of my stuff. I will put it in my kit, including my pen. I will toss all of that. That's in the garbage can. From here, I remove my gloves. Those are in the trash. Immediately, I perform hand hygiene. From here, remove my mask. Go ahead and toss that. I want to perform hand hygiene again. Remove my patient's mask. Toss that. Perform hand hygiene again. From here, what I am looking to do is make sure my patient's situated. I want to make sure they are in a comfortable position. I want to make sure my call light is within reach. I want to make sure that the bed is in a lower position. And I want to basically make sure that my patient is okay before I step out of the room. So I would check with my patient, everything is okay. Bed is lowered, call light is within reach. Set them up, make them comfortable. From here, I will perform hand hygiene again, exit the room, and go ahead and basically go and document my results from there, or the procedure that I did. Okay, that is it. Thank you so much.